Okay, so in this next segment, we're going to be looking at the idea of looking at 45, 45, 90 triangles, 30, 60, 90 triangles, and trying to find out what the missing sides are, which we've done before, but we're going to add one more step in. It's called the idea of rationalizing the denominator. So radicals are not allowed anywhere in the denominator for fraction answers, so we have to rationalize the denominator. So below are two examples. Like one, I have 1 over square root of 3, and then I also have this idea of square root of 5 over 3, which is the same thing as the square root of 5 over the square root of 3. And what I have to do is I have to get rid of that square root of the bottom, because it's not proper to have that. So what we're going to do in order to get rid of that is we're going to multiply the top and the bottom by the same square root. So like looking at this example, I have square root of 2 in the denominator. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply the numerator and the denominator by square root of 2. And the reason why that works out is if I take square root of 2 times the square root of 2, that's the square root of 4. Square root of 4 gets me just 2. So it's a rational integer in the denominator. And then in the numerator, I could just end up with 3 square root of 2. So let's look at an example here. Let's look at these two. So I got 8 over square root of 5. So in order for me to get rid of that square root, I'm going to multiply both the top and bottom by that same value, square root of 5. So I end up with 8 square root of 5. Square root of 5 times square root of 5 is square root of 25, which I know is 5. So I end up with 8 square root of 5. That's how I get rid of that radical in the denominator. So like if I look at 6 divided by 3 square root of 7. So I want to get rid of that square root of 7. So I'm going to multiply both the top and bottom by square root of 7. So I end up with 6 square root of 7 over 3 times the square root of 49. Which some of you guys might notice, well, why do I have to do that if I know that that's going to be just 7? Okay, which is true. I don't have to. I could just say that square root of 7 times square root of 7 is just 7. And then I'm just simplifying it. 6, I could rewrite this as 6 square root of 7 over 21 if I want to. But then I can also simplify this fraction, and I get 2 square root of 7 over 7. That would be my final answer. Okay? So I'm going to ask you guys just to try these 3 questions for me. And if you guys could just pause, and then I'll show you guys the answers. This is what I end up with. So I multiply both the top and the bottom by square root of 2. Then I get 4 radical 2 over 2, and I simplify that, I get 2 square root of 2. I'm multiplying the top and the bottom by square root of 5. So I get square root of 2 times the square root of 5 is the square root of 10. Square root of 5 times the square root of 5 is just 5. And then in this last one, I'm just multiplying the top and the bottom by square root of 6. So I get 5 square root of 30. 6 times 6 is 36. Okay. Hopefully this is helpful. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to